Faisal Ali College and the Clerk Center for Peace Research and Action held a talk for the International Day of Peace with the theme Act Now for a Peaceful World. Kuda village, Bikil, Dimapur strongly condemned the dumping of the 3 pig carcasses near the home of the late Lucy Haralu. Assam Rifles finished its 15-day National Integration Tour September 22 with a meeting at headquarters Spear Corps in Dimapur. Hello and welcome to Nltv English Primetime. This is Chanchan Kasar and now the news in detail. On September 22, Faisal Ali College and the Clerk Center for Peace Research and Action held a talk for the International Day of Peace with the theme Act Now for a Peaceful World. Dr. Toshi Temjen from Clerk Theological College spoke about the importance of building peace now. He said peace is more than just no war, it means fairness, equality and development. He explained that many problems like war, poverty, climate change and misinformation threaten peace today. He also talked about challenges in Naga society like tribalism, corruption and poverty that affect peace. He praised groups like ACIUT and Naga Mothers for their work in peace building and urged students to think carefully and act wisely to create a better future. They even included students and teachers from 4 colleges and ended with a question and a group photo. Kuda village, Bikil, Dimapur strongly condemned the dumping of 3 pig carcasses near the home of the late Lucy Haralu. The village office said this act is very bad and mean to shame and create trouble. They said only someone with a cruel and hateful mind could do this. The authorities warned that those responsible will be caught and punished strictly. Assam Rifles finished its 15-day National Integration Tour on September 22 with a meeting at headquarters Spear Corps in Dimapur. A group of 31 people from Tengnopal district, Manipur, including 26 community leaders and 5 Assam Rifles members were warmly welcomed by the General Officer commanding Spear Corps. The meeting gave them a chance to talk with senior officers and learn how the army helped people protect the nation and support development. The GOC praised the tour and asked the group to use what they learned to help the communities. On September 23, the Confederation of All Nagaland State Service Employment Association held a statewide sit-in protest at their Kohima office, along with a similar protest in all district headquarters. Association leaders including President Zubemo Lotha, Sanglau and Nagaland NPS Forum President Avizo Ninu supported the All India State Government Employees Federation's 11 demand. These include scrapping the new pension scheme, regularizing contract workers, forming the 8th Pay Commission and releasing pending DA payment. They say the association will meet the Naga Chief Secretary soon to present their demands. The protest is part of a nationwide effort to protect the right of state government employees.
The program which we have organized for the sit-in Dharna, which is in compliance with the call given by All India State Government Employees Federation. This phase-wise program has been chalked out by the Central Federation, where we have held the general strike on 9 July 2025, and in continuation we have again organized this sit-in Dharna. And in the near future also, this may continue till the goals are achieved. The 11th Charter of Demands set by the All India State Government Federation, you all know that we have handed out to you last time also. So even if you need today, we'll hand it out. These are the demands, which are not some are not so pertinent to our state also. So we have chosen out 5 demands for our state, and we have placed in our Charter of Demands, especially for Nagaland State. And we are also, after this press briefing, we'll be meeting our Chief Secretary and hand over the representation to Chief Secretary at 12.
Continuation with the previous protest. One of our main agenda is to scrap NPS and restore OPS. Here we are talking about restoring the lives of people. Here we are talking about securing the life of lakhs of people. Here we are talking about securing the life of the old age parents and grandparents after retirement. We are continuing this agitation. The government is silent, the government is not responding to any of our representation and letter. And I'm afraid if this continue, this might lead our good governance to a failure government. This NPS is going to drag lakhs of people into the market, and I'm afraid that this might be a downfall and the biggest challenge of the state government of Nagaland. And therefore, I appeal and request the government. There might be challenges, implications, problems, but I'm sure there will be possibilities, ways and means to find a way and to restore back the OPS. And therefore, I appeal to the government to kindly respond and get back to us for the welfare of our employees, for the welfare of the citizens of Nagaland. Thank you.
Months, some issues which state alone cannot take up unless the central government come in, and this is relating to all states, like reversion of NPS to OPS. Some rich states, they have already returned back because they have enough resources, but as states like northeastern states or any other states, I think it may take time unless the central government come in. So that is why we are supporting the movement led by All India State Government Federation for the union government to scrap the PDRFA Act and roll back from NPS to OPS. So let us hope that in not so distant a way the government will at least hear the voice of its employees. The program which we have.
A two-day workshop for the resource organization on Zoom and biodiversity supported by JICA began on 23 September 2025 at Hotel Akasha, Dimapur. Launched by the MLA Tovihoto IME, the event featured experts and stakeholders discussing sustainable Zoom cultivation and biodiversity conservation. ROJB aims to integrate science, policy, and traditional knowledge to address ecological challenges. 2 MOUs were signed and the official website and the logo were unveiled. Joining the nationwide movement, the Office of the Long Leng Town Council launched Swachhata Hi Seva 2025 on 22nd September. The launch was marked by the mass social work drive focusing on cleanliness target unit and garbage vulnerable points. Stakeholders, NGO and Safai Mitras actively participated in the initiative, reinforcing the message of community-led cleanliness and sanitation. The Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority Home Department has urged the public and media to include its State Emergency Operations Center contact number in all publications to strengthen emergency response mechanism. SEOC served as a central hub for crisis coordination, having played a key role during the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ukraine and the Manipur crisis, and extreme weather incidents. NSDMA personnel are available 24/7 to manage, call and provide real-time support. The official emergency contact number are 1070 toll-free, 112 ERSS for disaster management, 0370 2291120 and 0370 2291122, issued by the Additional Secretary Senti Wapang Iyer. This move aims to enhance disaster preparedness and ensure citizens can access vital service quickly during emergencies. The Department of School Education has announced the opening of the pre-matric scholarship for ST students of Nagaland for the academic session 2025-26. Eligible students of class 9 and 10 can apply through the National Scholarship Portal. From 25th September to 25th October, institution verification will be completed by 31st October, with applications corrections allowed until 5th of November. Final verification by the district nodal officers will conclude by 30th of November. The Department of Legal Metrology and Consumer Protection WOCA, in collaboration with the consumer rights organization WOCA, conducted a consumer awareness program on 22nd of September across 4 institutions: Mount T.E. College, Whittier Theological College, Springdale School and Bethesda School. Held under the theme Legal Metrology and Consumer Protection, the journey towards Viksit Bharat 2047, the event featured a keynote address by LNCP Assistant Controller T. Imong, who urged ethical trade practices and youth involvement in consumer rights. Surentong Eni, member of the District Consumer Redressal Forum, emphasized the 6 core consumer rights and the role of informed citizens. Inspector Silo Jimu concluded the event with a vote of thanks, highlighting the program's role in fostering a culture of fairness and awareness among students. Nagaland Skill and Entrepreneurship Development under Eden, Government of Nagaland is offering free skill training exclusively for Chimukidama district. The 1-month training covers electrician cum plumbing and Montessori cum tiling construction, open to individuals with class 5 and above qualification. The program includes free accommodation and meals. Participants will receive certificate upon completion. For more information, contact 9863217029 or 700517669. Under the Adi Karma Yagya Abhiyan, the Ministry of Tribal Affairs organized a one-day block-level orientation program on 22nd of September at the DB Hall, Agunato. The event saw participation from department officials, village elders, and representatives of civil society organizations aiming to enhance grassroots government and capacity building among tribal communities. The Department of Legal Metrology and Consumer Protection, in collaboration with Montvale College, organized a consumer awareness program on 23rd of September with the theme Legal Metrology and Consumer Protection, the journey towards Viksit Bharat 2047. Senior Inspector Engineer Yang K. Kornyak spoke on consumer rights, responsibilities, and the department's role under the Legal Metrology Act 2009. He encouraged students to be informed and active citizens to help achieve the goal of Viksit Bharat 2047. The Our Students Conference has issued important guidelines for all hostel and paying guest facilities in Mokokchung district to ensure student safety and discipline. Hostels must have separate warden for boys and girls, install CCTV cameras, enforce restricted use of mobile phone and ensure proper fencing. Ragging, abuse and use of tobacco or drugs are strictly banned and offenders will be expelled. Fire safety and medical kits are mandatory and clean, healthy food must be provided. From 2026, boys and girls from class 8 onward must stay in separate hostel and students below class 12 will not be allowed to stay in PG. Unrestricted hostels must get NOC from AKM. Regular checks will be conducted and violators will face strict actions. The block level orientation and workshop for the Adi Karma Yagya Abhiyan was held on 22nd of September at Jubilee Hall, Atoizu. Dr. Samuel Akho Konyak, Extra Assistant Commissioner and Block Nodal Officer, led the program and explained the goals and plan of the Abhiyan. Master trainers Dr. Gihu Kachishi, Inoto Kiachumi and Vikota conducted training sessions. Participants included local leaders, village council members, Anganwadi workers, Ashas, self-help group and civil society organization from Atoizu subdivision. The workshop focused on the Abhiyan's framework, the role of different people, teamwork between departments and how to carry out the program at the local level. Dimapur will witness the Run for Green on September 27, organized under the National Clean Air Program in collaboration with the District Administration, DMC and various NGO. The event will feature an 8-kilometer run for men and women in the open category and 4-kilometer run for the junior boys and girls with a cash pool of Rs 80,000. Beyond competition, the run highlights urgent health issues caused by the poor air quality and seek to inspire sustainable solutions. With registration starting at 5 a.m., the initiative aims to create lasting change for a healthier and greener Dimapur.
Aji mokan yede jama korina thakado. Aji do something we want to talk about, health issues something about positive things which we want to improve Dimapur. Ito la kotha kobo. Ito ane first of its kind in Dimapur. Moi kan different departments aigina convergence. DMC in collaboration with many departments like District Administration Dimapur, Development Authority of Nagaland, Department of Environment and Climate Change, Nagaland Pollution Control Board, National Youth Climate Consortium. At the same time, many NGOs, non-governmental organizations have come forward for this very important event run for Clean Dimapur, like Earth Alliance, Pro-Rural, Team Better Dimapur, Can Youth. Run for Better Dimapur laga, the purpose of this event, and I want the media houses to kindly disseminate this information. Sob jagade, all over Nagaland, all over the country, information to pass kori disi gole. We want to make it a big event. It was say 5,000, 6,000 mano. It run for Dimapur de participate kori si gole do. Kiman bhalo na. For Dimapur, for greener Dimapur, for clean Dimapur. Mogan sob itu run for clean Dimapur to organize Korea se. And this event is a part of National Clean Air Program, under which Dimapur has been identified as one of the non-attainment cities in terms of air quality. That means mogan laga air quality to bhal nai. Itu arne NK pura air quality kinaga improve hobole, kinaga mitigate hoi kina mogan fresh air khabole, breathe koribole. Itu nimide program ase. The program aims to reduce particularly the particulate matter concentrations. Greening initiatives such as tree plantation and urban forestry are crucial components of this effort. Aro, one of the objectives of NCAP is there is a particular platform called My Bharat platform. Itu youth khange empower korigina nation building karne nohele environmental protection karne platform ekta ase, very important platform for especially for the youth. My Bharat platform goina ase. Itu one youth khan borai tade register korigina nation building there.
We will now take a short break. Stay tuned. We will be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Let's get back with the news. The Center for Naga Tribal Language Studies at Nagaland University held a one-day workshop on September 23 about saving local language in Northeast India. Dr. Vijay A. D'Souza from Guwahati led the session. The workshop explained that language are more than just communication, carry history, culture, and identity. Main local language are disappearing because younger generations aren't learning them and bigger language take over. Dr. D'Souza spoke about why language loss matters, how language revival is both hopeful and challenging, and shared his experience during the workshop. On September 23 at Sangtimla Hall in Mokokchung, the Deputy Commissioner Ajit Kumar Verma IAS attended the launch of Enhancing Teacher Excellence with the Teacher App Empower. Educate 11th, this program was organized by the Bharati Airtel Foundation in collaboration with the District Education Office. Its aim is to strengthen teachers' skill and improve education in the Mokokchung district. The Regional Ayurveda Research Center Dimapur celebrated the 10th Ayurveda Center Day on September 22 at the DTL Buildings Conference Hall. The event held under the theme Ayurveda Day for People and Plant was graced by Dimapur CMO Dr. T. Nltv Tucho as the chief guest, with yoga instructor Rita Singh as the guest of honor.
On behalf of RARC Dimapur, I am Dr. Dipshunder Shahu, Research Officer in charge of this institute. Heartily welcome you all on the 10th Ayurveda Day. This 10th Ayurveda Day is a significant day. It will be celebrated in the all over the world because the government of India fixed the date of Ayurveda Day on 23rd of September. Because earlier it was celebrated in the day of Dhanteras, but from this year, it will be celebrated on 23rd of September every year. So this year, our theme was Ayurveda for people and planet. Because the Ayurveda is a science of ancient science of 3,000 to 4,000 years ago science. Still, it will be in the door to door and in the everywhere. Even also our kitchen, we are using some that is the kitchen's material. That all this material contain the medicinal value. And this medicinal value, whatever these medicinal will cure so many diseases. So now we are suffering with so many lifestyle type of diseases. So these diseases need some preventive care rather to the cure. So Ayurveda have a aim to cure the disease rather to prevent, more than cure, to prevention. Sastasya sastharakkanam aturasya vikara prashamanancho. Therefore, our aim to keep prevention. More is prevention. Therefore, we are giving some regimen, conduct regimen, lifestyle regimen, seasonary regimen, diet regimen. This type of regimen we are giving to the patients. By this way, patient can prevent so many critical diseases. So this year our CCRS have themed to integrated approach to cancer management, because nowadays you see cancer is a critical problem in the society. So CCRS have conducted so many webinars, seminar, and also so many expert speaker are sharing some experience how to prevent cancer by using the medicinal research in our research output and research value. We can prevent so many critical cancer stage of, and particularly the bad effect of chemotherapy and radiotherapy. We can reduce the toxic effect of chemotherapy, radiotherapy by implementing the herbal medicine, immunomodulator medicines to give them cytotoxic effect of the so many drugs also. And also in the long run, so many immunobuilder and immunoboosting drug also can prevent the cytotoxic effect of the cancers. So by this way, this type of research work conducting, and apart from cancer, so many lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, there are so many diseases. We are conducting arthritis type of problem, geriatric problem. We are conducting several research. This center conducted at least 7 projects in this center we are conducting, and several patients are getting benefited from our OPD by providing 10 rupees of tickets. We are giving them so free of cost, entire free of cost treatment to the patients, to the medicines. And also recently we are implementing a kiosk machine here. By this kiosk machine, we are scanning the body, all the diseases in the body by scanning machines, and these machines also are implemented in the RARC Dimapur for the patients only. By this way, we are trying to improving our everything and day-to-day daily practices. And I heartily welcome all of you by your media, that common people can come to our center, and by this way we can provide them the good healthcare facility here. Thanking you. On behalf of RARC Dimapur,
2 individuals, a 19 years old and a 61 years old, allegedly died by suicide in separate incidents in southern Manipur Valley over the past 36 hours. The younger man, identified as Anish Sheikh from Kakching district, was found hanging at basic ground near Kakching police station. The elder man, Hemam Kumar from Bishnupur district, was discovered hanging in a paddy field under Moirang police jurisdiction. Both deaths have been registered as unnatural and their bodies have been sent to RIMS hospital for postmortem. No suicide note were found and investigations are ongoing. A 28-year-old man was killed by the brother of a girl he was dating on Lucknow on Tuesday. According to the man's father, Ali Abbas, and a woman named Jyoti had been in a relationship for 4 years. Jyoti called Abbas and said her brother wanted to meet him to talk about their marriage, but the brother tackled Abbas and thus killed her sister's lover.
ये एक युवक जिसका नाम अली अब्बास है और उसकी उम्र 28 साल है, उसकी कुछ लड़कों द्वारा सर के पीछे से वार करके चोटिल कर दिया है और वो अचेत अवस्था में लकड़ मंडी क्षेत्र में गिर गया। इस सूचना पर तत्काल इंस्पेक्टर सादतगंज मौके पर पहुंचे और उसके परिजन युवक के भी पहुंचे। उनके द्वारा उसको अस्पताल ले जाया गया, जहां पर रास्ते में उसकी मृत्यु हो गई। शव का पंचायत तमाम बनाकर पोस्टमार्टम के लिए भिजवा दिया गया। मृतक के पिता की तहरीर पर संबंधित धाराओं में अभियोग पंजीकृत कर लिया गया है। उन्होंने अपनी लिखित तहरीर में बताया है कि उनके बेटे का प्रेम प्रसंग एक लकड़ मंडी की एक युवती से चल रहा था और आज देर रात में उसके घर वालों ने लड़की के माध्यम से शादी की बात करने के लिए लड़के को वहां बुलाया था और जैसे ही वो वहां पहुंचा, उसके भाई और कुछ लोगों ने उसके ऊपर वार कर दिया, जिससे वो अचेत हो।
Senior Samajwadi Party leader and former UP Minister Azam Khan was released on bail for Sitapur jail on Tuesday after nearly 2 years in custody. He left quietly, accompanied by his elder son and hundreds of party workers. SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav thanked the court and hoped no fault cases will be filed against Khan in the future. The district administration imposed prohibitory orders to maintain order amid heavy supporter turnout, leading to traffic congestion and challans.
समाजवादी पार्टी के नेता आदरणीय आजम खान साहब, उनकी भी रिहाई हो चुकी है। इसके लिए मैं कोर्ट को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं और यही हम समाजवादियों का भरोसा था कि कोर्ट न्याय करेगा और उन्हें न्याय मिलेगा। हमें उम्मीद है कि आने वाले समय में एक भी झूठा मुकदमा या इस तरह का सरकार जो लगातार भारतीय जनता पार्टी की और वहाँ का विधायक, खासकर जो रामपुर का विधायक, वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग मिलकर के और एक ऐसा अधिकारी जिसको एक्सटेंशन पे एक्सटेंशन पे एक्सटेंशन पे एक्सटेंशन पे एक्सटेंशन कम बोला है मैंने, लगातार मिला है, वो अन्याय नहीं करेंगे। हमारे समाजवादियों के लिए खुशी का समय है कि जहाँ पर वो आज रिहा हो करके आज जेल से रिहा हुए हैं वो, और हमें उम्मीद है कि आने वाले समय में उनके सभी मुकदमे खत्म होंगे और समाजवादी सरकार बनने पर जिस तरीके से मुख्यमंत्री जी ने अपने मुकदमे वापस लिए हैं, उन्होंने न केवल अपने मुकदमे वापस लिए हैं बल्कि डिप्टी सीएम के भी मुकदमे वापस लिए हैं, तमाम भाजपाई नेताओं के मुकदमे वापस लिए हैं। समाजवादी सरकार बनने पर जितने भी झूठे मुकदमे लगे हैं आदरणीय मोहम्मद आजम खान साहब पर, वो सब वापस लेने का काम।
आजम साहब के साथ आज़ाद मुल्क में आज तक किसी भी सियासी नेता के साथ इतना जो है मतलब प्रताड़ित नहीं किया गया उसको, जितनी दुश्वारियां उनके साथ की गई हैं। आज सब जो उनके चाहने वाले हैं, जो पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता हैं, सभी लोगों को उनका बेसब्री से इंतज़ार है और ये आज का दिन इंसाफ की जीत के रूप में हम लोग मनाएंगे।
बाद में सुरक्षा और शांति व्यवस्था भंग ना हो, इसकी वजह से कोई भी भीड़ को इकट्ठा होने की अनुमति नहीं है। धारा 144 भी उस बारे में लागू है। जिला प्रशासन और पुलिस प्रशासन से हम पब्लिक को लगातार अनुरोध कर रहे हैं कि वो हमारी मतलब सहकार्य करे और जितना भी मतलब पॉसिबल है, मुमकिन है, हम लोगों से अनुरोध करते हुए ही मतलब शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से
3 laborers, including 2 brothers, died and 4 others were injured when the roof of an under-construction house collapsed in Sultanpur's Darim Yahu village, Uttar Pradesh. The incident occurred around 8 p.m. as workers were winding up for the day. The freshly cast roof shuttering gave way, causing the collapse. The deceased have been identified as Anand, 23 years, Vikram, 20 years, and Himanshu, 22 years. Injured workers were hospitalized, with one in critical condition. Rescue teams recovered the bodies late at night, and district officials visited the site to oversee the response.
समूह अंतर्गत ग्राम दरिया मऊ में एक घटना घटित हुई करीब रात में 8 बजे। एक अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन मकान था श्री रामकिशोर गुप्ता जी का, उसमें करीब 7 से 8 मजदूर थे काम कर रहे थे। उसी का लिंटर जो है वो ढह गया। सूचना तुरंत प्राप्त होने पर प्रशासनिक और पुलिस अधिकारियों के मेडिकल टीम्स वहाँ मौके पर पहुँची। SDRF की टीम को भी अवगत करा दिया गया था कि वो जल्द से जल्द यहाँ आ जाए एक जैसे, तो वो लोग भी समय रहते आ गए थे। रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन करीब हम लोगों का 8:30 बजे से रात के 2:30 बजे तक चला। लोकल रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन टीम ने 4 लोगों को उसमें से जीवित निकाल दिया। वो लोग ठीक हैं, कुछ लोग अस्पताल से छूट भी गए हैं, कुछ अभी भी अस्पताल में हैं। SDRF की टीम ने करीब 10:30 बजे रात से अपना ऑपरेशन शुरू किया। करीब 1:30 बजे रात तक उन्होंने 2 लोगों को मलबे से निकाला, जिनको CHC पर मृत घोषित कर दिया गया। ऑपरेशन लगभग 2:30 बजे रात में ख़त्म हुआ। तब तक कुल मिला के 3 लोगों को मृतक घोषित किया जा चुका था। तो कुल मिला के 4 लोग सक्सेसफुली इसमें रेस्क्यू किए गए।
At least 4 people died in a collision between the sedan and the Cento in Akrabad town, Aligarh, Uttar Pradesh on Tuesday morning. The crash caused a fire at the spot. Rescue and fire teams evacuated passengers and one seriously injured person was hospitalized. The bodies have been sent for post-mortem and identification is ongoing.
अकराबाद क्षेत्र में गोपी पुल पे एक सूचना प्राप्त हुई थी कि 2 गाड़ियों में आपस में भिड़ंत हो गई, जिसमें कि एक छोटी गाड़ी सीडान प्रतीत होती है और एक बड़ी गाड़ी जो कि कैंटर जैसी वो प्रतीत होती है। तो दोनों ही गाड़ियों की जब भिड़ंत हुई तो उसमें एक जो छोटी गाड़ी थी उसमें संभवतः आग लग गई और दोनों ही गाड़ियां उस आग से क्षतिग्रस्त हुई है। जो हमारी रेस्क्यू टीम्स थी, जिसमें कि फायर सर्विसेज, जिसमें कि स्थानीय पुलिस और जिसमें एम्बुलेंस, सभी को तुरंत यहाँ पे आने के लिए निर्देशित किया गया। सभी ने मौके रहते यहाँ पे पहुंचे और जो आग है उसको तुरंत ही बुझाया गया। आग बुझाने के बाद यहाँ पे उस आग में से एक जो व्यक्ति थे उसको वो घायल अवस्था में, उनको तुरंत ही एम्बुलेंस के माध्यम से JNMC ट्रॉमा सेंटर रवाना किया गया और बाकी के जो लोग उसमें फंसे हुए थे उन बॉडीज को भी निकाल लिया गया है। संभवतः इसमें 4 लोगों की मरने की संभावना है। उन्हें भी हालांकि हम लोग पूरी पहचान करने के लिए और पंचायतनामा और पोस्टमार्टम की आगे की कार्रवाई के लिए मॉर्चरी भिजवा दे रहे हैं। अकराबाद क्षेत्र में गोपी पुल पे एक सूचना प्राप्त हुई थी कि 2 गाड़ियों में आपस में भिड़ंत हो गई, जिसमें कि एक छोटी गाड़ी सीडान प्रतीत होती है और एक बड़ी गाड़ी जो कि कैंटर जैसी वो प्रतीत होती है। तो दोनों ही गाड़ियों की जब भिड़ंत हुई तो उसमें एक जो छोटी गाड़ी थी उसमें आग।
6 teenagers drowned in 2 separate incidents in Rajasthan's Kota and Baran district within 24 hours. In Kota's Katoli area, 4 boys aged 16 to 17 slipped into deep water near Chura Dam. One body was recovered while search continues for the others. In Baran's Atru area, 5 boys have been caught in a strong current. 3 escaped with Vishal 17 and Shubham Mohammed 13 drowned. Their bodies were discovered and handed to families after post-mortem. Air India has cancelled 2 international flights due to the adverse weather caused by the typhoon Ragasa in Hong Kong. Flight A1314 Delhi to Hong Kong on 23rd September and flight A1315 Hong Kong to Delhi on 24th September will call off. The airline is offering full refund or one-time free rescheduling and assured passengers that operation will resume once it's safe to fly. For assistance, passengers can contact the 24/7 call center at 01169329333 or 01169329999. Meanwhile, Air India Group announced plan to start commercial operation from the new Nltv Mumbai International Airport. Air India Express will operate 20 daily departures initially, connecting 15 cities, with plans to increase to 55 daily departures by mid-2026 and 60 by winter 2026. including up to 5 international flights, boosting connectivity and supporting India's growing air travel market. The Uttar Pradesh anti-terrorist squad has busted a major fraud racket that was collecting crores of rupees in the name of Gaza war relief, officials said. 3 accused Mohammed Ayan, Zaid Notiyar and Abu Safai were arrested from Bhiwani, Maharashtra on September 20. According to ADG Law and Order, Amitabh Yash, the accused, used Instagram and WhatsApp to run emotional crowdfunding campaign diverting donations to their personal UPI account. The trio will be brought to Lucknow for further investigation in another case. Rahim, accused in Gorakhpur cattle smuggling incident that held to the death of NEET aspirant Deepak Gupta, was arrested after an encounter in Mochapi village. He sustained injuries and is currently in hospital custody. Gupta's death on September 17 sparked public outrage, leading to protests and stone pelting that left several police and officers injured. Sixteen policemen in Saharanpur, Uttar Pradesh were suspended for not doing their duty and being absent without permission during the important event like Navratri security and the Ma Samagbhari Devi fair. SSP Ashish Tiwari said strict discipline is needed and such negligence will not be allowed. The suspended officers missed their sensitive assignment without approval. Keeping law and order during big religious event is very important, and anyone failing will face strong action. On Monday in Chhattisgarh's Jangir Champa district, a man allegedly killed his 65-year-old uncle after accusing him of practicing witchcraft. The incident took place late Sunday evening in Kota Dibri locality. Accused Ajit Pal slit his uncle Ram Prasad Pal's throat with a sickle when his uncle was on his way to a temple. Ram Prasad was rushed to a hospital where doctors declared him dead. The accused has claimed and killed his uncle because of witchcraft.
डबरी एक बस्ती है, वहाँ कल खबर मिली रात को कि कोई अज्ञात बुजुर्ग सड़क पर पड़ा हुआ है। उस सूचना में जब पुलिस गई तो देखा कि वो खून से लथपथ है और कोई धारदार हथियार से उस पर वार किया गया है। उसका पता करने पर पता लगा कि वो राम प्रसाद पाल है, वहीं रहता है, 60-65 साल का है। और आसपास वाले लोगों से जब पुलिस ने पूछताछ चालू किया तो पता लगा कि कोई व्यक्ति है जो कि उसको हंसियाँ मार के भागा है। आगे फिर पता करने में पता लगा कि अजीत पाल नामक एक उसका भतीजा है जो कि सामने ढाबा चलाता है और वो भागा है उसको मार के। तो पुलिस तुरंत ही धरपकड़ में लगी और कुछ देर में पुलिस ने उसको पकड़ भी लिया। और जब उससे पूछताछ की गई तो उसने बताया कि वो ढाबा चलाता है और उसका जो चाचा है, ये मृतक, ये तंत्र मंत्र पूजा पाठ ये सब में लगा रहता है। तो उसको ऐसा लगा कि इसके ढाबा में बिक्री कम हो रही है, चल नहीं रहा ढाबा, लोग आ नहीं रहे हैं। तो उसकी जो है ढाबा ना चलने का कारण जो है तंत्र मंत्र करने का कारण हो सकता है। तो उसने इस डाउट में ये मेरी मुनाफे को कम कर रहा है करके पहले भी 1-2 बार उसने उसको बोला था कि ये सब मत।
India and France held their second special task force meeting on civil nuclear energy in New Delhi, focusing on small and advanced modular reactors. They also discussed defense, innovation, and regional issues like Ukraine and Gaza. France supported stronger EU-India ties and an ambitious trade deal. The two countries will celebrate 2026 as Indian-France Year of Innovation, with President Macron invited to the AI Impact Summit. France aims to host 30,000 Indian students by 2030. The American broadcasting company says Jimmy Kimmel will return to late-night TV on Tuesday after being suspended for his comments about Charles Kirk murder. ABC held talks with him before bringing the show back. Kimmel faced backlash for criticizing how some talked about the shooter's belief. Some TV stations threatened to drop his show and and former President Trump supported the suspension. However, many celebrities defended Kimmel in free speech. He will host the show since 2003 and returns amid growing political pressure on media. The UAE Media Council held its third meeting of 2025, chaired by Abdullah bin Mohammed bin Butal Al Hamed, focusing on advancing media policies and legislation to keep pace with global changes. Emphasizing the media sector's role in supporting the national economy, Al Hamed highlighted upcoming initiatives to promote local content and strengthening the UAE's global media leadership. The Council reviewed the local content enabling framework aiming to boost local media's economic contribution, preserve national identity, and promote Emirati cultural worldwide. Key members from various emirates attended, including directors from the Ras Al Khaimah Abu Dhabi, Sajaf, and UAE media control officials. The Israel Air Force, acting on intelligence from the Israel Navy and Intelligence Department, conducted a precious strike, eliminating Iyad Abu Yusuf, deputy commander of Hamas Naval Police in central Gaza. The IDF confirmed his role in the October 7 massacre, as well as in planning ambush and securing Hamas assets during ongoing conflict. The IDF stated his death deals a significant blow to Hamas naval capabilities, which are used for intelligence gathering and maritime control. The Israel Navy added that under Operation Jordan's Chariot, 2 efforts continue to dismantle Hamas' maritime infrastructure and leadership. The Trump administration has officially declared Antifa a domestic terrorist group. Press Secretary Caroline announced that President Trump has signed an exclusive order to make this decision official. Caroline described Antifa as a violent and radical left-wing group, explaining that the president is taking this step in response to a series of violent incidents. These incidents include attacks on ICE officers, assault on police officers, and firebombing on pro-life centers. She also said the White House plans to investigate the funding sources behind Antifa, stating that the threat posed by the group has been ignored for too long.
Antifa is going to be designated a domestic terrorist organization. The president intends to sign that executive order very soon as it's drafted, as soon as today, later this afternoon. And this is something the president campaigned on, because we have seen a rise in violence perpetuated by Antifa radical people across this country who subscribe to this group. And unfortunately, it's gone widely uncovered by many in the legacy media. It also went completely ignored by the previous administration. Not anymore. Not only, as you mentioned, were the bullet casings subscribed with Antifa mottos, if you will, in the heinous assassination of Charlie, but there have also been more examples than I could read off for you here in this briefing room today of violence from Antifa. I will just read a few. In July 2025, several members of an Antifa cell ambushed and opened fire on officers at an ICE facility in Alvarado, Texas, shooting one officer in the neck. Also in July 2025, 3 Antifa members were charged with assaulting a police officer during a violent riot outside an ICE facility in Portland, which for weeks prior had been under siege from the local Antifa terror cell. In February 2024, a transgender Antifa terrorist detonated an explosive device outside of the office of the Republican Attorney General of Alabama. In July 2023, Antifa members linked to abortionist group Jane's Revenge firebombed pro-life facilities and vandalized churches. In January 2022, a suspected Antifa member was arrested for bringing a pipe bomb to a pro-Trump event. In January 2021, an Antifa supporter threatened to shoot police officers and Trump supporters outside of the Florida State Capitol building. Again, I could continue to list many more examples for those in the room who don't believe this is a serious threat to American safety and our national security, but this administration knows that it is. That's why the president will be signing this order. And we will also be, most importantly, looking at who is funding Antifa and who is funding these other violent left-wing groups that we've seen perpetuate so much crime and mayhem across our country.
Australia all-rounder Grace Harris is ruled out of the ODI World Cup due to a calf strain sustained against India. Heather Graham has been called up as a replacement. The tournament starts on September 30 in Guwahati, with Australia opening against New Zealand on October 1. Australia's face injury concern, with other players also sidelined. The Argentina football team, including Lionel Messi, is expected to play a friendly match against Australia in Kochi, Kerala, during their visit between November 12 and 18. While no exact date has been set, officials confirmed the game will take place during the period. The visit had earlier faced rumors of cancellation, but the state sport minister confirmed the team's arrival in November. That is all for the Nltv English Primetime. For more news and updates, keep watching Nltv.